Let's find out. Let's pull up the chat here. Right. I think. Yes. Super duper. Wonderful. I'm going to pull up some of that royalty-free jazz that kept them being happy birthday last time. Hello everyone. Royalty-free jazz. Let's see here. How's this music? Does it sound alright? Hello. Sorry, we are a bit late today. Bit of technical difficulties happening, but nothing we can't handle. Hello, Mr. Handsome Guy. Ah, lovely. Hello. Yes, we're doing a Makeup Monday today. Again, alas, Joey is indisposed. You can't prove that I'm not actually Joey with very good prosthetic makeup. You're gonna have to take my word for that. So, any tips on taking care of your latex mask? Gosh, I suppose, keep it in a cool, dry place. Avoid direct sunlight. These are just sort of my just sort of general knowledge suggestions. Again, I'm not terribly well versed in that. I would recommend this Wednesday coming back on the stream and asking Alex. He would have a much better idea about it than I would. But yeah, thank you all very much. Hello everyone. We're doing another Makeup Monday, and it's back with me again, Jules. Hello. Yes, we've got our little royalty-free jazz going on. Just make it all very nice. So yeah. We're going to play around with some alcohol-based palettes here. We got some collodion, which is kind of, I don't quite know how it works. It's good for making scars, and it kind of just sort of dries out your skin where it's on, or sort of, it dries and it shrinks and it sort of stretches the skin. May as well be magic as far as I'm concerned. But yes, we're going to do a bit of that. Yes, my gosh. I'm going to have a bit of a chill time while giving myself wounds in the least painful way possible. So follow along if you'd like. Just hang with me and just let me know anything in the chat, and let's have a nice, lovely little time. Let's see here. Let's get a little example of the collodion first, because it's a really absurdly interesting product. I remember discovering this for the first time when I was 18 or so, and being shocked by how well this thing works. So, for instance, if I were to, say, give myself a scar right across the side of my face, kind of like, really showing my nerdiness here, like Mr. Sulu did in that Mirror Universe episode of Star Trek. Let's see how that works. I'm just gonna take the little applicator and just go down the side of my face. Alright. Let that dry a bit. Already I can feel it starting to work. Yes? Oh yes. In the meantime, by the way, what Joey was going to do was some bruises and scars and cuts. So that's what we're going to do. We've got this Ben Nye bruise wheel. You can pick it up at the store. Come by Abracadabra NYC. It's between 5th and 6th Avenue on 21st Street, 19 West 21st Street. If you don't live in New York City, you can come in and just come over to our website, abracadabranyc.com. Follow any of our socials. But yes, so we carry this in stock. It is our bruise wheel by Ben Nye. We've kind of got any kind of color, all the sort of colors that could be good for all the different sort of pieces of bruises. Now, I don't know the science and the biology as to why certain bits of bruises go yellow or green or purple. I just know that they do. I've seen enough in movies, and yeah, just in movies, really, to recognize what it looks like, thankfully. Let's see here. Anything in the chat? No. All right, let's get this going. Now, I'm going to, let's see, give it a start, kind of a yellowy base. Start with the lightest kind of thing, move up to the dark ones. Maybe if we can have it be a bruise kind of on the side of this eye. How about that? It may shock some viewers to learn, but I've never been in a fight. I don't know if you could tell by the everything about me, but I'm a bit of a French Duke, a cream puff. One time, and, you know, my hands are so soft that one time I tried to catch a bubble and my hand burst. So that really should give you an idea as to how often I've had real altercations. Luckily, it is not much. Right. So we've got a bit of yellow here. Robbie, hello, Robbie. Hello, Liverpool. Once again, it is me here on this lovely Monday, and doing the makeup. We're doing a bit of bruising and cuts and scars makeup. It could be very, very good if you want to do any kind of horror films or action movies. These are honestly, I think, one of the first things I learned how to do is bruises and cuts. See, what I like to do, and again, this is just me, I just sort of like to put a little bit on and then dab it with my finger to kind of give it a bit of placement and kind of just make it feel a bit blotchy. Then, a little bit of this here. Then I gather up a bit of the purple and again tap that on and kind of make it almost a bit of a ring around it, just so it feels a bit like there's a bit of a raised area or something just in the middle. Really helps sell it, I find. All right, that's looking pretty all right so far. Let's see if there's any information on this scar, or honestly, it's not going quite as much as I would like it to. You know what? It might not be as visible as I'd like, but that's where things like this come in. I'll call later about, did you go live on Saturday? I don't know, because I was under the weather on Saturday. Possibly. Yes. Did you go? We do plan to go live this coming Saturday and Wednesday. We were very, very busy this past week. We did, on Wednesday, we did a alien makeup look, full body makeup look, and did a photo shoot on a very cold and windy pier, but it came out so good. It's on our Instagram. We posted it yesterday. It looks great, if I do say so myself. And of course, Joey outdid himself with the makeup as well. I'm adding a bit of green here, just to give it a bit of, nasty rot, a little bit. Add a bit of green to the yellowy bits. Yeah, it's a bit. You know what? This is reminding me. It's a bit more mosquito bite, and it's reminding me of the time that I'm going to go. But good to see you make up Monday again. Thank you very much, Robbie. I like to be on Makeup Monday as well. It reminds me a bit of the time that I met Bill Clinton. I was a kid, and I was at a sort of a nature camp. And at this point, one of my main interests was presidents. It's just a fascinating subject to me. and mainly Lincoln was my interest, but really any president, could be Martin Van Buren for all I cared, and I'd be interested. But what's it? he there was word going around that a president might be visiting this little summer camp, and what I did, I heard that it was going to be then I think very recently ex-president Bill Clinton, and there he was, very exciting. We all lined up to meet him after he gave his little speech about why we should all be conserving nature and all that. But we know. We all lined up to meet him, and he went down the line, shook everyone's hands. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Nice to meet you. Shook all of our hands, and then he got to me, and he said, "Wow, look at you." And walked right past me, did not touch me, did not shake my hand. And I was livid and miserable. I was so upset that a president didn't want to shake my hand or even touch me, even when he shook all the other kids' hands. I was very upset about that. I'm not happy with this scar. I'm gonna try a little bit of white on top of that to give it a little bit more dimension. Anyway, years later, two memories came into play, one of which was that one that I just mentioned. Another one was me being at that camp, covered head to toe in mosquito bites, the worst mosquito bites I've ever had. And I had realized, oh, right, I was covered in mosquito bites and I looked kind of like this, but just all over me. And he very probably thought I had some horrid disease. So that was my little story there of how I met him and got very, very sad about it. Oh yes, and I forgot we have this other alcohol palette right here as well. That is going to help me tremendously with this scar. Let's spray it with a bit of 99%. That's how the alcohol palettes work. You spray it with 99% isopropyl alcohol, and then you sort of mix it around until it sort of picks up on your applicator, whichever applicator you choose to use. There we go. Now it's sort of feeling a bit more like raised, scarred skin. Yeah, okay, much better. I'm gonna clear off a bit of this here. How's everyone's day going? Mine is going oddly quietly. I don't know. Isn't that strange? It's a gorgeous day. My goodness, I'm gonna just continue to talk about the Pope, because that just happened. And I can't remember which Pope it was. But another story from when I was a kid. I guess this is just happening now because. Hang on. There you go. I do apologize. There we go. Super. What to say about that? The Pope. It wasn't this Pope, and it wasn't the Pope before him. I think it was the one before that. I have a vague memory when I was a kid of seeing him go out on a balcony. It was after some medical thing had happened to him, and he he tried to give like a benediction or something, and Design Dead Corpse. Hey, yo, hello, Design Dead Corpse. Hello, yo, indeed. Good to see you. It's me. I'm back doing some
scarring makeup, great for filmmaking, any action films, horror films. Right now I'm doing a scar. I did a little bruise over here. Sup? Oh gosh, what is sup? Yeah, I don't know. I'm just taking Joey's place again today and having a lovely go of it. Did a bruise over here and working on a scar over here. Ooh, yes. I'm gonna go in with a little bit of a darker tone around the edges. Kind of make it feel a bit like raised skin. Lovely, lovely. Design Dead Corpse. Did you say you do sort of special effects kind of creature building? Is that what you said you did? Do you do any filmmaking? How was your day? I think it's been all right. Thank you. It's been a quiet day. How about you? There we go. Much better. Ooh. Okay. Am I happy with this? Good. I'm glad your day is going well. Yeah, gosh, it's already 2:30. Haha, get it? 2:30? 2:30? Joke only works about dentists. Let's see here. I think I got some collodion as well on here. Yeah, alright, I can go it again. Here's what you do, I think. Here's what I did wrong. You gotta hold it out and then let it dry, so. Scars right there. Oh, there we go. Now it sort of wrinkled the skin nicely. There we go. Much better. Yes, it's a very kind of a lazy Monday. I mean, I don't know. Again, I'm down here. It could be pandemonium upstairs, and I have no idea. But for now, in this moment, with all of us together, it's peaceful, and I'm giving myself wounds in the least painful way. Oh, there we go. Much better. Oh, much better. Yeah. Yeah. That's where Joey is. He is somewhere within New York City. It's up to you to figure out where now. Oh, I wonder if we have any eye blood. I think we might. Oh, I'd have to go upstairs to grab it though. I don't want to leave you here alone in case you end up, I don't know, microwaving the hamster or something. Let's see here. Let's get a little bit of raised skin here. Lovely. There we go. Much better. See how that looks? Yeah, it's alright. Very nice, sort of one of those. I think the next thing I do might be a broken nose or split lip. How's that? I could do a bit of that. You're going to do that at a very young age. Scented Corpse. Did you say you do any filmmaking, anything like that? What's your favorite horror movie? That's a very good question. I think it changes depending on what I'm in the mood for. I think. Ooh. I'm not even sure it counts as a horror movie. I'll tell you my favorite, like, kind of classic horror, and then my other, like, actual horror movie. I think my favorite classic horror, honestly, might be Frankenstein Meets the Wolfman. It's got such an interesting portrayal of lycanthropy and what it would be like to truly be a werewolf. And in the world of the universal horror monsters, they werewolves don't die. They can't die. They are completely immortal. I don't like new ones. Me neither. Me neither. I mean, I'm sure there are some very good new ones. Nosferatu I really did enjoy. I think it's that there is an element of fantasy to. Oh, love old school. What is your favorite old school Halloween movie? I wonder if I've seen it, and if I've not, I might want to try it. What is your favorite old school horror movie? Yeah, as I said, mine is. Let's try to put a blue in here just to give it a bit of darkness. Yeah, I'm sure they might like that. Oh dear. Oopsie doopsie. Michael Myers. Ooh, good choice. Yeah, that's a classic. We got lots of Michael Myers stuff around the store. We definitely got some of the masks, but I'm sure you know that. But yeah, oh my god. Another horror film that I really enjoy, and I'm not sure if it could be counted as one, but it's got all the elements of one. It's called Theater of Blood. And in it, Vincent Price plays an actor who has who just gets horrible reviews. All the critics just despise him just because he's kind of a try-hard. He thinks he's great because all he does is Shakespeare. He refuses to do anything new. And yeah, he eventually throws himself off a roof, and so all the critics are like, "Oh no, we drove him to that," but whatever, we're fine. And they should make Michael Myers and the Hood. Ooh, that could be something. When you say they, who do you mean? Like mask companies or the movie company? Oh, do you mean in the Hood or? Anyway, what's that? What's happened there? Oh gosh. There we go. Anyway. Yeah. I might do. I'm thinking. What do you think? Should I do a broken nose or? I'm gonna add a bit of blood to this split lip here. Movie. Yes. Oh, that would be fun. I know they did Leprechaun in the Hood, right? I've not seen that, but I'd like to. It looks. It sounds amazing. What else is yeah? Not sure if you've seen the video that we posted of the Lucky Charms leprechaun absolutely losing its mind. Not sure if you saw that one, but I played a leprechaun on that. It's on all of our socials. It's very nice, very fun. Um, Sorry, I'm just checking for any more of that. There we go. Good out. This is drying blood. It sort of dries but still looks fresh and wet. So that's very good. Let's see here. I'm gonna give myself a bit of You know what? I'm gonna I've got an idea. Ooh, yeah, like a split nose kind of a deal, maybe a punch in the jaw. Yeah, I'll do a split nose, one of these, and then I'm gonna give myself little knuckles so as to say, you should see the other fellow. Which, if I ever got into a fight, it wouldn't be a fight, because I would be on the ground in an instant. I am not a pugilist by nature, but let's see here. Yeah. That's totally what I'm gonna do. Okay, that's gonna be fun. Let's see here. I'm gonna do this one. Let's cover first. That. I've been in a fight in the hood with a lot of gang shit. Damn. Wow. That's very impressive. Do you do well in them? You do them alright? I'm gonna try a bit of this. So a bit of that. And then a little bit of do. Yeah, wow, that's kind of amazing. Yeah. Fights a lot, is it? Like, there were definitely kids who got into fights on the schoolyard growing up. I just stayed far away from that. I knew I wouldn't stand a chance. Friends have called me a bit of a French duke. People always getting caught by cops. I'm like, dang crazy. Yeah, sure is. Wild. I'm always shocked and very impressed by people who can really hold their own like that. But yeah, this is as I said, a painless way of recreating that look, that bit of effect. Here we go. I've definitely heard this music before. It's probably some. Oh yeah, it's royalty free. I've probably heard it in a bunch of YouTuber videos. Yeah, there we go. Here we go. Lovely. Super duper. Lovely. This is going well. Yeah. Is there any makeup looks you guys would like to see in the future? Any that I might want to give a try? Because again, my specialty is in more creature-based things. I graduated high school in 2023. Wow, you are young. Gosh, well, compared to me. I've been around forever. But yeah, That's very impressive. Um, Here we go. Yeah, that's looking alright. Nice. So now we move on to a slightly darker tone here for just a bit of that. Network pretty much everywhere. I don't know what that means. Gannat? Try a bit of this blue here just to give it a bit of dimension almost. Ooh, nasty bit there. Gang. Ah! I'm sure, yeah. Well. Yes. So. There we go. Yeah, that's looking a bit better. There we go. A little bit of blood here. And I don't know how much of what I'm doing and saying is all right in TikTok's book and the other live stream things books, but we'll see. A lot of crazy people out. Don't I know it? My goodness. Yeah, I've definitely had a bit of some interactions in that sense. But also, oh gosh, what was a recent one that I had on the subway? It's gosh, what else? What else even happened? Can't even remember. This song is a wee bit of a bummer. Let's move ahead to a bit of. There we go. You know, it reminds me of this. That song almost reminded me of the theme from Taxi a little bit. The 70s TV show. Nice. I'm going to do a bit more on that scar. I think it's not quite where I'd like it to be. Oh wait, this is the theme from Taxi. Isn't that something? Yeah, this is the theme from Taxi. That's so funny. Let me give it like a bit of a little extra arm here, sort of going up. Yeah, that's all right. Making me look a bit tougher than I am. Let's see here. Who called it? Oh shit. Who did? Oh. Yeah. Bit of a grindy thing here. I think the next one I might do is a bit of a split forehead here. And I'm going to use the Callidian for that as well. And then I'm going to do a bruise here. Big old bruise right here. So maybe it's on this eyebrow. Yeah. It's on that one. Maybe I'm going to try a bit less. Move something. All this. let that dry. There we go. I think the key is to use a bit less of it than you'd think to use. It's already just going to dry kind of nicely. Oh gosh, love the taxi theme. Yeah, there we go. And that just gives it a bit of a 3D effect. You can't see it, but then once you fill it in, it'll look a lot more correct. Yeah, here we go. I'm gonna do this, just another once over with there we go. Yeah. Anyone else have any favorite horror films? Any underrated horror classics, or not even classics, sort of underrated horror cult things? It looks so real. Thank you. Well, I'm glad to hear you say so. I'm still not 100% happy about the scar, but right here, I think this feels all right. I'm definitely gonna do another bruise right here. Yeah. Let's see here. Just have a look, see how that looks. Just realized I'm a little bit off center. Yeah. Is there any sort of forgotten horror films that people need to see? Because again, what I was going to say is Theater of Blood. Vincent Price plays that actor who they all thought threw himself off a building, but then it turned out he faked his death, and he's been like one by one taking his revenge on all the critics who trashed his performances in ways reflecting Shakespeare plays, and honestly it's a funny film. It's a funny horror film. Yeah. That. And just go. There. Honestly, no. Not as happy about that one. Yeah. I think maybe I do a darker red for that. Can't even see when you use alcohol makeup, nothing can wipe it away except for alcohol. Nothing can make it usable but alcohol. And when you use alcohol palettes, also you tend to use the palette as a bit of this little bit as a mixing palette, and then you can get a bit cloudy. So I'm just looking at what the colors are. We've got a blood tone, aged blood, bruised tone, ultra blue, black. Gosh, wow, it's an old palette. We have plenty of new ones in, but this is the one that we use for these kinds of looks. Yeah, let's see. Okay, so prime red is there. I think I'm gonna go for a prime red. I wanted to say prime rib, isn't that something? But yeah, I'm gonna talk about more about Vincent Price for a second. He did a bunch of movies with Roger Corman. Those absolutely blew my mind. Those were made for so unbelievably cheap. And they're all based on Edgar Allan Poe properties, such as Mask of the Red Death, Fall of the House of Usher, or I think it was just House of Usher. I think it was
the Netflix series. It's called House of Usher. Great, great movie. That one, Pit and the Pendulum. Um, Absolutely terrific film. There we go. Nice, very carefully. There. Oh. It's always when I've done a very good makeup look that I get called in to do Makeup Monday. We could redo it. And I think I'm gonna have a bit of the blood in my eyebrow, just to sort of sell it a bit more. Ooh. Please tell me I didn't get any there. My shirt? No, I didn't get it on my shirt. There we go. Yeah. That's alright. Oh no, got on my corduroys, my green corduroys. Now I look like Calico Cut Pants. And fans of I Think You Should Leave with Tim Robinson. There we go. Yeah. That's much better. Let me actually clean up a bit of this one here because it's meant to be black. So I'll clean it off a bit. And reveal this very useful color beneath. There we go. Lovely. And then try a bit of bruise tone here. Start with a bit of, use the bruise wheel. Use a little bit of red. And sort of go in a bit of a teardrop shape. Like that. Maybe a little bit here. Yeah. There we go. Then, go in with the yellow. Very nice. Yeah, that just helps blend it out a bit better. You know, I think I might want that a bit lighter. So we're gonna take this brush here, spray this palette. There we go. Much better. It lightens it up, makes it a bit more sort of gets it there. And then get a bit more of that, and get a bit of yellow right here, almost as if boom boom. That is gnarly. What do you think? I thought it was very gnarly. Maybe it could do without the little drip of blood here. I'm gonna get rid of that. Yeah, that's a bit better. Boom, boom. Something's missing. Oh, right. Purple. Purple, 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 purple. That is what's missing. A little bit of purple tone. Just dab it on a little bit. Or we could even use, I think it might be better if we use a bit of a stipple brush here. And start to stipple that on. You can get these in the store as well. Again,
anyone who isn't familiar with our store, we're Abracadabra NYC. We're a year-round costume, makeup, magic, wig, makeup. Did I say makeup? You name it. Really, anything. Any kind of crazy disguise, costume thing you could want. We hopefully have it. We try to. Yeah, it's loads of fun. My favorite part is the life-size corpse. Which one? Which life-size corpse? We have so many. We're very proud of our corpses. Take this a bit. Give it some blending here. Make it a bit lighter in the center. That's, I think, really where it sells the idea of bruise, you know. Much better. Just sort of like bringing the yellows down a little bit. All of it. Oh, thank you for saying you like all of our corpses. I kind of call them homunculi a bit, because I sort of find them a bit homunculus-like. They're not quite people, but they're not quite not people. One time, a kid came in and asked, "Are those," pointing at the animatronics that are hanging up, did those used to be people? And that just terrified me. The thought of that just absolutely sets the imagination alight. And I couldn't help but think, I was just thinking that entire night, did they used to be people? That's amazing. What a great sort of horror concept that they used to be people and now they're mannequins. And that's out of a kid's head. And I find often that the stuff kids think up is way scarier than any of the stuff we can think up. My favorite one is the one hanging from his guts. Ooh, yeah. I mean, it's better than having perpetual wedgies, which the rest of them seem to have. They all seem to have eternal wedgies. I always feel for them. There's a witch hanging from there, and she's like, it hurts. Yeah, nothing like that. Yeah, it's looking a lot better. Let me get a bit more blood from this. There we go. I do like it. Thank you very much. I think it needs just one good. You know what? That's what it is. That's it. There we go. That's what I go. You should see the other fellow. Yeah. Oh gosh. Hell of a good time. Let's see. It's gonna be another 10-ish minutes. What is left? What is left here? Oh yes, bruises on my little fingies. That's a fun idea. That's a very fun one. Let's do a bit of the start with where is it? bit of the prime red. Start getting these knuckles. Grr. Again, I don't know how to be threatening. Does everyone have a good Easter? I think this past Easter was the first one I didn't eat any chocolate or sweets or anything. Not because I was abstaining or anything, I just didn't get around to it. And that's a sort of sad realization as you grow up. Feeling like, oh boy, wow, I went a whole Easter without, had a little bit of a little treat. I did a bit of DIY on Easter. Maybe. There we go. Now we got some black in there. Yeah, that's good. You should have seen the other fellow. So what I'm doing is I'm doing a mix of the prime red, the bruised tone, and the black. And all together it kind of creates a fairly decent... Actually, I'm not as happy with the... kind of happiest with this one. So I'm going to wipe that off a little bit. That's kind of what I do when I'm doing a makeup look for the first time, really. And oftentimes that is what one has to do, is to not be afraid, assuming you have the time, is to not be afraid to start over and try again. Because, no one is going to thank you if you are just stubbornly trying to make a theme like everything is going according to plan. If it's not working, people often appreciate, there we go, yeah, it's looking better. Using a spoolie to get a bit of texture for that. Yeah, bam. Like the kid from Flintstones. Alright. Back in action. We are Looney Tunes back in action. Anyone seen that one? On the website. My mom doesn't like one hand from his gut. She thinks it's a demon. I show it to her on the website. Nice. Yeah. It's let's see here. Yeah, that's looking better. A little bit of that. There we go, much better. You said it looks deadly. Thank her for it. That is absolutely what we strive towards. We strive to look deadly. For anyone who doesn't know, we are a year-round costume, makeup, wig, magic, prop shop. We kind of do all sorts. We are open year-round. We're in New York City. If you live in the city, please stop by. We'd love to see you, love to help out with any of your projects that you have. And if you are not in the city, you can check out our website. It's because the facial expression. Yeah. Oh, they're all such great facial expressions. There's one that's in our window right now. He's fully opposable, and he just looks wrong. He just looks absolutely wrong. His face just kind of looks like this all the time. And when we were putting the window display together, we just kept on mistaking it for a person just at first glance. And it just looked hysterical. Let's see. That's looking good. I guess in a way this is a kind of fantasy makeup because I would never do anything like this. Yeah. So 99% here. Clean up this brush a teensy bit, and then use that to fix this scar here. Lovely. So, you should see the other fellow. Yeah, I think that's all right. Maybe one last little adjustment here and or there. I'm gonna put this cap back on this blood because again, you never want to tempt fate when it comes to these things. I have spent far too many. Oh yeah, that looks a lot better. So yeah, here we go. Here's how that looks. Those cuts, bruises. I'm gonna maybe give this a little bit of a. Oh, see, that's why you close a cap. Go. Yeah. So here's how it looks, the full thing. The scar, yeah, could have been better, but it's serviceable. This little cut of the eye, I think that looks fine. That looks great. I'm very happy with the little split nose and split lip and the bruises. So yeah, as I said, we are Abracadabra NYC, and we have a store in New York City between 5th and 6th Avenue and on 21st Street, 19 West 21st Street. And check out our website, abracadabranyc.com. Any of our social medias, it's all just at Abracadabra NYC. We're on TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Twitch, all those good ones. Give us a follow. Check us out. We've been posting a lot of very cool stuff lately. Check out the thing we posted yesterday. I played the Easter Bunny, doing something absolutely horrifying. Check that video out after this. But yeah, thanks everyone so much for watching, and yeah, have a lovely